Hello. Happy Wednesday. I hope wherever you are that you and your loved ones are safe and well, that you're having a good week and a good day. I'm going to get right into it. This is take like 12 because I keep yawning. I shouldn't have even said it. I'm going to try to just keep going. I did something really, really cool this morning that I can't believe I've never done before. I'm positive I've never done this. I went over to the museum at FIT, which I've done many, many times, but I went to a gallery talk and tour, and it was so cool. They've got this extraordinary exhibit now dedicated to Dior and Balenciaga, two of the most prolific designers ever. They're extraordinary gentlemen who did incredible work. And so it was really cool. I learned a lot, and I got to see some of the most beautiful garments ever created. And so it was really neat. But I got there early. It started at 11. I think I got to the museum and the school at around 10:15, 10:20. Because it did sort of, it was implied like it's first come, first serve, because it was free. That's the other advantage to going. The museum is always free, which is incredible. I highly recommend going if you're into fashion or just something new. Go if you're in the area. If you're coming to the area, I highly recommend it because they've always got really interesting exhibits going. And apparently this exhibit was created, another idea for an exhibit fell through. And so the curator just came up with this on the fly. And let me tell you, magical. She said she created it, quote unquote, under a lot of pressure. And so we were like, this is what happens under pressure. I can't imagine what happens when you've got time, because it was wonderful. Anyway, highly recommend it. It's there until November 6th. Go. I'm going back, actually. I told my mom we have to go back and see it because it's just so great. While I was there, before we even went in, I felt my back starting to twinge a little bit, and that unstable part, here was he on, fighting it, it just started to really hurt, and I thought, please let me be able to do this, because it was a walking tour and we were stopping and standing for periods of time. It was about 45 minutes, and so we had to stand and we were walking. So when I'm standing for a long period of time, or even walking, when this is happening, the pain just starts to, firework out from the origin point. And it wasn't just on the right side, it was on the left side, but mostly the right. And I'm glad I'm seeing my doctor in 2 weeks, because the shot is over. That injection is done. Whatever good expired last week. I think I mentioned that. But today was bad. And so when it was over, I decided I wanted to walk a little bit, because I didn't want to just come right back home. I figured I'm in the city, I might as well enjoy the beautiful day, because it really was nice out. So I was walking. And I'm walking, I got a coffee, and I'm walking and just strolling around, and my back is like, you jerk, what are you doing? Go home. And so I thought, no, I ended up going to the East Side and to Viniero's Bakery. Now, if you know New York, if you know Viniero's, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it is a magical place where extraordinary dessert items are created. My husband and I got our wedding cake from them. We used to go there on dates and have little pastries, little cannoli and cappuccino, and oh my gosh, it is so good. And so I texted my husband, I'm like, do you want a cannoli later? Because, I'm going to get a bunch of them and cookies and stuff. And he was like, yes. So I got some cannoli and rainbow cookies for dessert later. And I couldn't resist. I'm like, oh, I'm getting one. I'm going to get you one too. So magical, so good. And it's nice to see them open. There were a lot of new businesses, not far from FIT, since the pandemic. I don't know when the changes took place, but there's a lot of new, a lot of the old stuff is gone. A lot of empty storefronts are now filled with new places. So that's neat, because other neighborhoods, it's like a ghost town. But it's nice to see places like Vinieros, you know, still going after, I think they've been around for 100 years. It's something big like that. But they're amazing. I love that. I can't wait. I can't wait. I restrained myself from having one on the way home, but because it's such a treat. And of course we brought our daughter there over the years, and she loves it just as much. But it's our wedding cake was, oh my gosh, it was delicious. I'm going away from my point. Anyway, go there, go to the museum at FIT, and go to Vinieros. Magicalness, magicalness, magicalness. So my back is just getting worse, and it's getting worse, and it's getting worse, to the point where I could not move. I couldn't walk. Every step I took was just, I wasn't going to make it back to the subway. I had to, and I thought I could, you know, if I sat, it would be hard to sit. If I stood and waited it out, I couldn't stand to wait it out. And so I ended up getting a cab home, which I don't do. But the subway was too far in either direction. And I thought maybe if I could make it to this particular subway, it's closer than that particular subway. But I knew I couldn't walk more than the 30 feet to get to the corner and hail a cab. And so that's what I did. And but before that had happened, I was walking, and I feel like a lot of people aren't wearing masks now, and I'm still very paranoid. I know people that currently have COVID. They just were diagnosed recently, and so they're dealing with it. They're doing okay, but they're dealing with it. And so COVID is not gone. No matter what people think, it's not gone. It's still happening. And now we're in flu season. And so I felt like on the train, people weren't wearing masks. I mean, I think I was one of 5 people in my entire packed train car that had a mask on. And I thought, having a mask in a New York City subway is like the greatest thing ever. Okay, I don't care if it's hot. Covering my face in the subway? Yes, thank you. I'm doing it. And of course, everyone's like sick. And so it was a little alarming. But as I was walking down one of the streets, this guy was about a foot from me, and he had a coughing thing that I can only equate to something out of The Exorcist. And of course, he did it right at me. And so I came home and I took a shower, and I was like, why does everyone cough on me or sneeze in my direction or whatever? It's always like people turn and they're like, it's just, and nobody covers their mouth. Even if you don't wear a mask, cover your mouth. What happened to people? It's like basic etiquette of having a cold. Cover your mouth, you know, sneeze into your arm or something. Use a tissue. But that guy, oh my word. I texted my sisters and my mom, and I was like, okay, I just basically had somebody have an exorcism of a cough all over me. And now I have to go home and burn my outfit. No, I'm kidding. Obviously not. But yeah, so that was fun. So, and then I also wanted to like have the hot water on my lower back because I thought maybe it would help. And now I'm sitting in my chair and it's painful. But better than it was in that initial episode. And so I don't know what to think. Like, I am a walker. I love to walk. It's my mode of exercise. It's my mode of meditation. It's my get out of the apartment and take a walk and stroll and be out in the world. And between my feet and my back, I don't want to lose that. And it's very hard when I can't describe this pain. I cannot even describe it. It's not good. And so I don't want to do extreme procedures or get an implanted spinal cord stimulator and all that if I don't have to. But today was bad. It's probably one of the worst episodes of that situation I've ever had. And I tried to stretch a little bit in the cab and like just move around a little bit, and didn't really help. And, you know, I'm just resting now, and I'm going to put, I'm going to use my TENS unit in a little bit, and then use ketamine and lidocaine and hope it does better. But yeah, so it was kind of a weird, unfortunate end to a phenomenal adventure, because I haven't been to the city a lot lately, to do fun things. Like I went to the museum, the Met, with my mom, and I go to the doctor in the city, but I don't get to like have adventures in the city. And so that was nice being at FIT also, because I love FIT. And they just have the great people working there and really knowledgeable. And it's just so neat to see, you know, clothes that in a million years I would never have access to, you know, these archival pieces of fabulousness. But anyway, so now I'm resting and hoping for the best, hoping that my back just calms down. And like I said, I'll use my TENS and ketamine, lidocaine. I just wanted to sit for a minute because I just wanted to get off my feet and get my pillows situated, and see if it helped. I think the shower helped, the hot water helped. But yeah, so fun day, gross coughing situation. My back is crap, but I got to see an amazing talk this morning. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I'm just rambling now, and I'm afraid I'm going to start yawning again. I hope wherever you are that you have a low pain, no pain, low aggravation, no aggravation kind of a day, kind of a week, and kind of a weekend to come. That is what we hope for. That is what we deserve. And that is what I wish for each and every one of you. Take care. Have a good afternoon. Be well. And I will see you Friday via the blog and next week for another video. Bye.